Foodies will be delighted by the wide range of late-night dining options available in Svalbard, offering everything from local delicacies to international cuisine. 24. Night markets are a popular attraction in Svalbard, where visitors can sample local street food, buy unique handmade crafts, and enjoy live entertainment. 23. Svalbard's nightlife is not just limited to the weekends. The city's thriving after-work culture ensures that there's always something happening, no matter the day of the week. 22. Safety is a priority in Svalbard's nightlife scene, with well-lit streets, a strong police presence, and reliable public transportation options available throughout the night. 21. Outdoor enthusiasts can also enjoy night hikes, bike rides, and even kayaking tours, where they can explore Svalbard's natural beauty under the moonlight. 20. Svalbard is also home to roaming foxes. The Arctic fox is often spotted searching for food in Svalbard. They can be found on all the islands, from icy areas to mountainous regions. During the summer, they like to stay in the tundra near cliffs where birds live. They eat different types of food, depending on what is available, and in the spring and summer, they will eat baby seals, seabirds, and geese. In the winter, they mostly eat dead animals like seals and reindeer. 19. Svalbard is a great place for birds in the summer. It's very popular because it's one of the best places in the world to watch birds. The islands have lots of food, so millions of birds come here to live and have babies before going back south for winter. If you want to watch birds in Svalbard, it's best to come in May or June when the ice melts and the snow clears. During this time, up to 3 million birds make their home here, most of them from Europe and the UK. 18. Svalbard is full of fossils because it has a long and diverse history. These islands are perfect for people who love rocks. You can study many different geological events there, including tectonic plate movements and the movement of continents. Some rocks in Svalbard even have fossils of sea creatures that used to live in the Lapidus Ocean. When Svalbard started sinking, sandstones and conglomerates were left behind by rivers that eroded the Caledonian Mountains. These rocks can be found near shorelines, lakes, and deltas. If you're interested in fossils, you might still find ancient fish and plants in these deposits. 17. The world's largest sea carnivore was excavated in Svalbard. In 2008, scientists found a very old fossil of a huge sea animal called a plesiosaur in Svalbard. It lived about 150 million years ago and was one of the biggest marine reptiles ever. They named it Predator X. They found parts of its skull, back, neck, teeth, and a front leg that was almost 10 feet long. This shows us what life was like a long time ago. 16. If you go on a Svalbard cruise between mid-April and mid-August, you can experience the midnight sun. The bright light makes colors stand out, so it's important to keep some photography tips in mind. Keep your photos simple by focusing on 2 or 3 colors. You can also use objects in the foreground to frame your subject and make the photo look more 3D. To capture the full effect of the light, try composing your photo in the viewfinder and keeping the horizon 1/3 from the bottom. This will help your camera take a good picture. 15. You can see the northern lights in Svalbard during the daytime. The best time to see them is when the sky is darkest, but in Svalbard, it doesn't have to be late for it to be dark outside. This is because Svalbard is located far north, so there are only a few hours of daylight from October to February. During these long polar nights, if the sky is clear, you can enjoy watching these beautiful auroras dance. 14. Svalbard is home to people from over 40 different countries. This is remarkable, even for a town in the middle of a country, let alone a group of islands in the Arctic between Norway and the North Pole. In the 1990s, Longyearbyen changed from just being a place for mining to also being a hub for research, tourism, and education. People from all over the world moved there, showing that you don't need to live in a big city or town to experience a diverse community. 13. Svalbard is home to a unique type of reindeer. There are about 10,000 of them living there, and they have their own special kind. These reindeer are called Svalbard reindeer. Compared to other reindeer, they are the smallest, with lighter fur, rounder heads, and shorter legs. They have been living on Svalbard for 5,000 years. Unfortunately, in the early 1900s, they were almost completely wiped out by hunting. Thankfully, recovery efforts helped save them from extinction. 12. Svalbard is home to one of the top 10 ghost towns in the world. This town, called Pyramiden, was bought by the USSR in 1927 from Sweden and used as a mining community. It used to have over 1,000 people living there, and even had some nice amenities like a swimming pool and entertainment rooms. However, due to the 1998 Russian currency crisis, the town was abandoned, and now only these few buildings remain. 11. In Svalbard, it is a law that you must have a weapon with you when you leave the towns. This is to protect against polar bears. The law was made in 2012 by the governor of Svalbard. You should bring a large rifle, like the ones our guides use. 10. You can now visit the abandoned ghost town of Pyramiden and even spend the night in its hotel. This Russian mining town was left deserted in 1998, but you can still explore its empty buildings. The hotel was reopened in 2013, making it possible for you to stay overnight. 09. Svalbard is a place where 19 types of animals that live in the ocean can be found, including polar bears, walruses, seals, and whales. It's a great spot for people who enjoy taking photos of animals and being in nature. 08. There are no cats allowed on Svalbard. This rule was made to keep the birds living there safe. There is a rumor that someone brought in a cat by pretending it was a fox. 07. In Svalbard, there are more polar bears than people. The island has around 2,700 residents and about 3,000 polar bears. It's a great place to see and take pictures of these animals in their natural habitat. 06. Svalbard has 7 national parks and many other protected areas, making it a great place to see animals in their natural habitat. 05. Svalbard has more than 2,100 glaciers that are great for seeing. In the summer, you can see large pieces of ice break off from the glaciers and fall into the ocean. These glaciers have been around for 3,000 to 4,000 years and are shrinking. 04. It is very rare to encounter someone who was born in Svalbard. Svalbard does not have any people who are originally from there. Everyone who lives there comes from other places, and women are not allowed to give birth there. Because it is so far away, pregnant women are required to go to mainland Norway a few weeks before their due date to have their babies. 03. You can live and work in Svalbard without a visa or residency permit, no matter where you are from. Svalbard has its own rules and is not part of the Schengen area. However, there is limited support available, so it's important for immigrants to have enough money to take care of themselves. If you can't support yourself or break the law, you may be asked to leave. 02. Svalbard is a very safe place with very little crime. The main incidents reported are fights in bars. In 2018, there was a rare armed robbery at the local bank in Longyearbyen, but the person responsible was quickly sent to mainland Norway. Don't worry, it's highly unlikely that you will encounter any crime during your visit. 01. During the winter in Svalbard, one night lasts for 3 months. This means there is no sunrise for that long. It's called the polar night, and it starts in November and ends in January. During this time, there is no sunlight at all in Svalbard. Thanks for watching.